We started this production in 2015. I was called to join the production team as a producer. It was such an exciting team to be in, so I thought I really wanted to be part of it, and it happened.
I'm the man who called earlier. Yes, madam. Can you remember the silent call?
Who are you and what do you want?
Listen, madam. Please, listen to me. I have something very important I want to tell you.
What is all this about, huh?
Madam.
I think, like many things in other fields in life, when you have the passion for something, you give it all. Money is not a defining factor for me. But for this specific production, after reading the script and also seeing some of the work of the director and the executive producer, I really just wanted to be part of this one. And I felt like the script was very promising. I saw myself behind it. And it was a no budget production, so we took a huge leap of faith. And I really am just so proud of being part of something that we didn't think will ever materialize, but at the later stage, it wasn't easy working on this production at all. In my personal life, I've got a very demanding job, a very fulfilling job. I love what I do, but it also a very demanding job. And then on top of it all, I'm married with 2 children, 2 toddlers. And like I said, I think what's important is that you have to know what you love, and you would use that last itty bitty energy to put in your all. And I think at the end of the day, you want to, whatever you put your name to or whatever you promised. I am someone who likes to start something and finish it, and then you'd be proud of the end results. And that was the most fulfilling thing. 2015 is working on the 3rd wheel. If I've ever been a producer somewhere else in another production, no, not an official production as this one. I have been assisting here and there, small little projects, but not officially a producer. No, this is my first time doing production, yes. I felt it was fulfilling, and I felt like this really, I've never felt so in place in my entire life. Well, some of the challenges that we faced in this production, I think everything was a challenge from point A. First, we started with the script, and then we started to find issues on how we should edit it, and nobody was willing to do it edit it for free. And then we had to go through it ourselves and ask help here and there. And then we also had auditions, and we had to convince people like, this is a no budget production, so please, we just want you to do it for the love of film, and let's see how far we can go with it. And amazingly enough, I think we all pulled in, and people were like, no, we want to do this, we really want to do this. Seeing that it was a no budget production, I mean, where do you get sets? Where do you get costumes? Where do you get location? Everything was just on. So every day we will come in meetings and we just want to kill one another, like, you didn't do that. But we managed, you know. One thing is we could not get a location, especially where I think Ronell's coffee shop was involved. We really needed something that really looked like a coffee shop. So that was one of the challenges that we had, but we managed to really get Furman and Brock to sponsor that. With the struggle of the Kamati House, a lot of things happened there. First, we had a house where we went on location. It's a beautiful home, and it really captured what we wanted in terms of the furniture, the look of the rich look of the Kamati family. And within a week of production, they just told us, look, we are busy, or I don't know, we're just not comfortable with that anymore. We were very disappointed. And we had another home which was also in Auckland Park, that we also found a very beautiful space. We were willing to actually look for sponsorship for furniture and to give it that look. And then 4 days before shooting, we were told again, no, the house is not available. So that was a bit of a challenge. And I think in the background, we don't know what to do. We almost gave up. And Pastor Mara, the owner of the Valley of Angels, just happened to walk in and really hear about the production and say, why don't you try it at our house? And that one was like, wow, really? So we got very, very, I don't know, there was just divine blessing on this production. And I feel like everything was just falling into place. And with Pastor Mara, honestly, I think that it was a blessing to have her part of this production. Other locations such as offices and places, I think we managed to use our homes, use office spaces that we see. We also got very lucky with one of the doctors who was willing to give us an office space for them that we could use as the medical reception and offices. So we got really lucky with that one. So yeah.
Annalie, I only care about you. I want you, Annalie.
I think knowing that the production is a no-budget production, it has its challenges, and we are very much aware that as an actor, you deserve to be paid for what you're doing. And well, we had a little bit of trouble where people probably didn't trust our intentions, and some of them would say, look, we love what you're doing here, but I need to feed my family and bye. And we also had actors that actually left us in the middle of production. I mean, we had about 4 or 5 episodes already ready, so we just needed about 1 or 2, and the person just walked out. And it was very disappointing for people who have put in their time, their effort, and also we relied on sponsorship with food, with space, and to redo everything again was really heartbreaking for everyone on production, from makeup to costumes, copying scripts again and trying to find the right actor again. I mean, in the middle of production now, we were just left, and it was very disappointing. And the actors felt it, because we worked as a family, knowing that, look, we're doing it for the love of it, and people have put their lives and their trust in us to make things happen. So we found ourselves having to do that all over again, recast, and I think it was a huge lesson, but it was quite heartbreaking to see a family member just drop you. But we got through. We got the right actors, and we had one of the actors who actually returned back to the team and said, look, I don't know what was going on, but this is what I want to do. So that was actually something that I think we were very fortunate to have a great team. All in all, the actors and the production team, I think we all understood why we wanted to do this. And that's what I think made a difference, a huge difference. No, I've never came to that point of giving up. But I think in my personal life, there is things that you need to put on hold and prioritize. But giving up, no, I've never come to that point of giving up. Just that, let me prioritize, shift things here, shift these things. I mean, I love with the people that I work. I'm just obsessed with them. So I really don't want, it doesn't come to my head. It has a lot of pressure and it has its own things, but no. There were a lot of happy moments, I didn't realize people like Forever Sons were like comedians, and the one who played Bonnie. And obviously Bucas, being the macho guy in the whole production, in the whole film, again had his moments. And then you get, Tate Kamati would make like, he looks serious on the scene, but then he'd say something that cracks us all up. And yeah, so the most difficult scene for me was when Grace and her mother was, when Grace came into town, and Grace had to ask where her father was. At that point, she didn't know that her father passed away. I think that was the most realistic. I think it boiled a lot of emotions in us, and I think most of us slowly, one by one, started going for fresh air because it was just too much. That is how you know an actor is good. If you who are behind the story are starting to get emotional, then oh my God, it was very touching scene actually. The funeral scene had its drama. I think we shot that funerals. We were blessed with the Church of the Valley of Angels, which is also Pastor Mara. And we were ready, we even got Tate Kamati's coffin. Then that day, it rained hard. The rain came from nowhere, but it rained. My good God, time was gone, we had to stop. We had problems with people who promised to come as extras. We didn't have extras, so we had to change the whole scene again. The director had to change everything again. So we go into a 2-day depression, and then again we came up with a good idea, and we shot the scene again, and it was a lot. The funeral was just a funeral, but it was wonderful as well. Yeah, there was a joke that the whole picture quality, the sound was off, so we'll have to redo the funeral scene again, and everybody just had a headache after that. I think for once, I had a running stomach. I wanted to just say, look, you people, I'm not getting paid, so please. But that scene was for me. We did it again, and after a whole day, I think whoever came up with it, I don't know who it was, but the person let us roast, I think, a whole day. And so as a producer, you work like this. How am I going to solve this? How am I going to solve this? How am I going to solve this? You're really looking for solutions. And just to be told that, look, rest. And Auntie Anna's tummy was about. So for her to stand up and go through that again, I'm like, oh my God, these people are Hitler. So, but yeah.
Sweetheart, can you tell me what the story is with that woman?
You need to get yourself in that company immediately.
What the hell is wrong with you? Huh? Listen, why didn't you check if the meat was properly procured before you sent it to Germany?
See, I'll do anything to protect what my father had started.
This is going to change your life forever.
And I'm not afraid of anybody. If they want a fight, then that's what they'll get.
Okay, the lessons that I've learned out of this production is that production costs money. I just couldn't believe it. It costs a lot of money. And although it's a zero production and you relied on sponsorship and the goodwill of a lot of people, it's that you just have to scrap what you have and use what's in your disposal. Also, the other lesson that I've learned is to remain calm to remain your calmest and during it's a stressful time. You all want to give your best, and a lot of energy and creativity is behind this. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time away from yourself. It takes a lot of time from your family. It takes a lot of time from some of us are really full-time employees at other organizations, and it drains you. But you use that little bit of the last energy to just finish the race. I think the lesson that I've learned was that one. You need to really look within yourself and say, is this who I am and what I want to do? Because you're gonna use that last energy at the end. But production costs. And working with people is it's a beautiful thing, because I don't really find problems working with people. I really love working with people, and especially people who are passionate about the same things that you love. It's almost like a walk through the park. Yeah, that is one of the biggest lessons that I've learned.